Go pick up sticks. Don't play any tricks. Put your hand in your trousers and pull out your episode 46. We're back. It's been 7 days since the last episode and everyone is raring for another one. Why not leave a review if you're enjoying it or tell a friend? Maybe check out our Patreon if you'd like to support the show even further. Patreon.com/Pottervision. And if you'd like to see us on tour, we're going on a live tour. We're recreating the first film on stage, and it's going to be a laugh. For tour dates, go to pottervision.com. Anyway, here's me going on and on and on and on and on and on. Here's episode 46.
Pottervision, Pottervision, Pottervision. Pottervision.
Hello, and welcome to the Pottervision podcast, the podcast where every week this man here, Tom Lawrenson, and myself, Lukas James Kirkby, we look at a chapter of the Harry Potter books, we use it as a springboard for conversation and have a lovely old time. This week we're on episode 46 and we're on chapter 11 of book 3, Prisoner of Azkaban, the Firebolt. I'm not alone, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of Firebolt,
Yeah.
I've treated myself to a box of wasabi peas.
Hang on, you haven't treated yourself. I bought them for you.
It was a voluntary purchase though, wasn't it?
That's true.
In a way, you were paying for something and I put them on the till.
Yeah.
And now, in my gob they go. And just like the Firebolt chapter,
Yeah.
these wasabi peas are making a fire in my mouth.
Oh, lovely.
Is that lovely?
For you, maybe. I'm not a big wasabi fan, I must be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's nothing to do with the culture. It's purely to do with the flavour, can I just say?
I just think you were. I think you would be a wasabi pan because you are, of course.
I am a fan of hot things. I like spice, I like flavour, but just not wasabi. Now, Tom, for our listeners, it's been a week since we last saw each other.
I don't think we weren't that clear on like what's happened, were we? We're keeping the listeners in the stun, but there's been a break.
Yeah.
It's been, for me and you, how many weeks?
4.
4 weeks recording.
Yeah.
So you could go on vacaciones in Alemán.
That is right. I went to Germany and Poland to see my girlfriend Martina and to go and visit her family in Poland. And it was very nice too. I have a few stories that I'm going to spread out over the next couple of episodes.
Gorgeous. Did you recognise them?
I did recognise them. It'd been a year, but I could tell who they were, and it was good. But this, for me, feels like a significant episode because, first of all, we've had a break. I've not seen you in 4 weeks, but this is the first episode of the Pottervision podcast to be recorded in a foreign country. We're here in Edinburgh, in Scotland. Because you are here doing a little run at the Fringe, aren't you? How's that going, wasabi boy? Yeah. Are you swallowing?
It's going great.
Yeah.
Got a nice big room. Listeners, if you want to come. I'm at the Counting House in the ballroom.
Yeah.
From the today until the 28th. Get on down and you'll see me performing some stand-up. I'll have some other guests as well doing a little bit. And it's a right old laugh. But it's been fun. It's been fun.
Very good. You're going to be too late by the time you listen to this. I'll be guesting on your show today and tomorrow. But I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
You really want me to do a joke with a gymnastics ribbon, which I brought with me especially. And we'll let you know how it goes on the next episode.
If we record the audio on your podcast on like your phone, or if we get Martina to record the video, we can either put it on Instagram or we can edit into the podcast.
Depending on how it goes.
No, do it either way.
Either way, so you'll see it either bomb or fly. Now, what have you been up to past 4 weeks? Update me.
Nothing really.
Good.
How about you? What have you been up to?
I've got a few updates for you.
Oh, yeah.
Firstly, my health. As you know, I had COVID, and while, the last few episodes we were recording, I was still rather unwell.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit not great. I've still got muscle aches and stuff, but I had an X-ray and they found a shadow on my lung, which they think is a lung infection. So I've had to take more, what do you call it? What are they called? Antibiotics. So I've just finished my second round of antibiotics and I'll have another scan in about 3 or 4 weeks. So listeners, if I don't mention this again, it's probably quite bad. But if you get the all clear, happy days.
What a strikingly sad way to start a podcast.
Hey, I waited 10 minutes before telling you that. The good news, however, is I've got a new job.
Oh, yeah.
So, similar to what I do now, we're tutoring, mentoring, stuff like that, but I'll be in different schools working for an agency. So it's a bit more variety, a bit more money, if you don't mind me saying, between me and you.
And the listeners.
And the listeners. And I'm looking forward to starting in September.
That's good.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand,
Yes.
because it's Scotland,
Yeah?
we have treated ourselves to an ironed brew. It's an orange drink.
Yeah.
Here's me opening it. For you ASMR fans.
Lovely. I hope you're
Here's
enjoying
me,
that.
Here's me drinking it.
Hey, isn't that good? And I think this is a true fact, that iron brew... Scotland is the only country in the world where Coke is not the most favourite drink, and it's in fact iron brew. But I'm not sure if that's true.
I think it is true, because they sell it at McDonald's up here.
Yeah. The other thing we must mention before we carry on is this is the Christmas chapter of Book 3. And you might be thinking, where is friend of the show and politician Lewis Shaw?
But let me be the one to break it. He's dead.
He's not dead. He's not dead. He couldn't make it. Do you know what we said to him? We rang him up. We said, Lewis Shaw, would you like to guest on the podcast again? It will involve an 8-hour round trip. And the lazy bugger said no. But we're hoping to get him in a future chapter of this book, aren't we? Yes, all right then.
Does that sound like a cow to you?
Yeah, it was lovely. So I have something else to tell you, but I feel like we've talked too much already.
Nah, tell me.
All right.
Because I've not said anything.
Now you...
I ain't got any news.
I've
I've got no news, listeners.
Well, let me tell you. Me more than you, but you two.
Is it another sad story?
No, it's not a sad story. It's good. We like a McDonald's occasionally, don't we?
Sí.
Burgers.
Hamburguesa.
Fries.
Patatas fritas.
Carbonated drinks.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, yes. And we were in Poland, right? And we'd just been somewhere, and we were on our way back, and Martina's cousins were there as well. And we go, oh, why don't we treat ourselves to a McDonald's, right? They turn round, they say, hey, we've got something better than McDonald's.
In Poland?
In Poland, yeah. They take us to this place. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Max Premium Burgers. Oh, my God. The burgers, it's like McDonald's, but posh. And the burgers they did were amazing. I had a halloumi bacon cheeseburger and then a box of fries with like jalapenos and garlic and cheese sauce on, and it was divine. They had Coke with all the flavours. I had an orange vanilla Coke. Oh, it was good. Max Premium Burgers. And because everything's cheap in Poland, like one zloty, which is the currency there, is like 20p here. So it's a big exchange rate. It was like dead cheap and it was lovely. Thought I'd tell you about that.
Why did you wink at me?
Breaks the ice.
I've been eating alone up here.
Oh!
I've been up here a bit home alone.
Yeah.
You know, going to restaurants and eat alone.
Yeah.
On my first night here, I didn't know what to do, so I went and bought a reduced sandwich, 25p ham and cheese.
Lovely.
And I sat in the chair that you're sat in now.
Yeah.
And would you know, I ate it.
What a story. To rival the Potter books themselves. Tom, are you ready for a chapter 11 rundown of book 3?
Run me down, fella.
It's the Firebolt. Harry can't believe what he's heard about Sirius Black. Oh, he's betrayed my parents. He's my godfather. Whoa. And he cannot be consoled. Ron and Hermione don't know what to do with him. They think he's going to do something daft, try and kill him, whatever. They decide to visit Hagrid to cheer him up. But Hagrid's upset, he's crying, whoa, Buckbeak might be killed. I've got to go to court, I've got to fight for his life, and fingers crossed he doesn't get the axe. Next minute, it's Christmas. They're having Christmas presents, and Harry gets a Firebolt. It's the amazing broom he was looking at every day in Diagon Alley. But he's no idea who sent it. Very suspicious. They go for Christmas dinner, they have a wonderful time, and by the time they come back, McGonagall follows them into the common room and confiscates it as she is worried that Sirius Black might have tampered it with magic. And that was the Firebolt.
Oh. It's weird doing a Christmas chapter without Lewis Shaw here.
Oh, it feels like Christmas without the turkey.
I'm going to have to gang up on you on my own.
Oh, I've got a fighting chance this year, folks.
Well, chapter starts off. The
Yeah.
quick creep back into the common room.
Yeah.
Old Harry's sad, isn't he?
Yeah, oh.
Fred and George are letting off dung bombs.
Yeah,
Boys, this is your own common room.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Imagine this. You've just found out that the man who is a mass murderer, who killed 13 people with one curse, was actually the friends of your mum and dad, the godfather, best man at their wedding, and he told Voldemort where they were, caused their death, and now it stinks of shit. What a thing to happen. It's the last thing you need. He just climbed through the sewers.
But, like, setting off stink bombs in your own common room is like, go set them up in someone else's common room.
Yeah.
Like,
You'd
this
lob
is
them in Hufflepuffs, wouldn't you?
It's like, Fred and George, you have to smell this as well now. What are you doing?
But maybe it's like farts where you don't mind your own. Because you know you've smashed it off. You think, I've made that.
Where are Fred and George? Oh, they're outside the burrow, egging their own house.
Hey, knock the door on. Oh, nobody answered. Why? We live there. Oh dear.
Fred and George went to sleep and they both voluntarily put their hands in a bowl of warm water and wet the bed during the night. Pranking themselves.
Well, I think the reason that line is in it because, my God, this chapter is depressing.
Oh.
It is so bleak, the whole thing, that I think JK just had a look at this and thought, we've got to have a prank. We've got to stick a prank in here, otherwise we are screwed.
Yeah. Harry seems to be forgetting
Yeah.
the fact he's a little boy.
Yes.
Right, so he's realised that this Sirius Black betrayed his mother and father.
Yeah.
And he's seeking vengeance.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's, what, 14?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm going to get him. What are you talking about? You're a little boy.
Yeah.
Like...
What does he think he's going to do? What's the best spell he's got at the minute?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Is like Flipendo or something? Like, if Sirius Black wanted to kill him, he'd be screwed.
What was he?
I'd love that if he shoved a bit of paper up Sirius Black's nose. Yeah, what's he going to do? I think when you're angry, you don't think about that, do you?
Why can't his reaction to ever just be sad? Like, because it's a very sad thing.
Yeah.
You know, Mum, like, betraying your parents. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, oh, the man who's betrayed my parents has escaped prison. He's on the lookout for me. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, yeah.
But what can I do? I'm a helpless little boy.
Yeah.
No, instead he's like, Malfoy's right. I should kill him. What? He didn't kill your parents.
No.
He broke a promise.
Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
did breaking promises warrant death?
Yeah.
I break promises all the time.
Do you?
Yeah. Remember when I promised you to always be nice?
I try and forget. Try and forget that fateful day that I believed you.
But you've not been thinking about killing me, have you?
No.
Moving on.
I don't know what it's called when you do a typo, but with your own hand. I've put here...
Spelling mistake.
Well, yeah, maybe. But I've put here, Harry's hatred of Sirius Black is more than that of Dumbledore. I think I mean Voldemort. Because, of course, he hates Sirius Black more than Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Voldemort.
You don't seem that bothered about Voldemort, doesn't he?
Why? I think he sees Voldemort as like this panto baddie that he just sees at the end of the book and defeats easily. Whereas actually, yeah, he should hate him surely more than Sirius Black. Don't know what you mean. Don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah. But, like, I think he cares less about murders and more about betrayal.
Yeah.
You broke a promise. You lie all the time, Harry.
Yeah.
You're a big fat liar.
Yeah.
We love
You judge people on their appearance.
He does enough of that.
Oh, and yeah, speaking of which, he's there imagining Sirius Black killing Peter Pettigrew. Now, all he's heard about Peter Pettigrew is from McDonald. What's he called? McGonagall.
Man's got McDonald's on the brain.
What's he called? McGonagall. All she said, oh, little lump of a boy, fat round boy.
Neville Longbottom.
Yeah, that's what he's imagining in his mind. Neville Longbottom.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Harry thinks about Neville a lot more than Neville thinks about Harry.
Yeah, 100%. And, Harry's thinking, oh, he's pathetic. And it's like, Harry, you're the one thinking about him 24/7. Obsessed in your mind. Maybe you fancy Neville Longbottom, Harry.
So I think Hermione and Ron are like to Harry, I'll think about your parents, what would they have wanted? And he goes, I'd never know what they want, because thanks to Black, I've never spoken to them.
Yeah.
Right. We're your friends, and it's Christmas, my boy. Can you not keep it light?
People always do that, don't they? Oh, come on, it's Christmas! Come on, have another one, it's Christmas! Like, see if you can do anything because it's Christmas. Oh, go on, slap her on the bum, it's Christmas!
Yeah, rules are out the window on Christmas.
Just some bloke sat in the middle of, in the corner. Oh, my wife's left me. The dog's died. They're going to repossess the house. Come on, it's Christmas. Get up and dance. All I want for Christmas is you.
Get up and dance.
Come on, have another snowball.
No, people think Christmas, you can just do anything, like do things to excess. Oh, I'm going to drink my head off. I'm going to eat all the food, in the house, which I'm guilty of. I stuff myself every Christmas. I'm going to drag the paddling pool into the lounge and watch Corrie in water.
It's the same on holiday. Oh, go on, we're on holiday.
We're on holiday. We'll eat out 3 times a day, have dessert for each meal.
I feel sick.
And we'll have to go back on the plane in a dressing gown because none of our clothes fit.
Oh, we're on holiday though, aren't we? Why not? Why not rob the shop? Just do it. We're on holiday. That's mad, isn't it? It's like, I remember being on a school trip and kids feeling invincible because they were on holiday, thinking that, because British police...
Yeah, you couldn't get run over by a car or anything.
No. You think you're invincible? Hey, it don't matter if I nick some in here. It's like, what? There's police here in France.
Now, they take the trek out to Hagrid's cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Hagrid will have some answers for me. I will make Hagrid answer all my questions. Why has he never told me all this stuff? Yeah. Walk up to his cabin. Put their ear to the door.
Yeah.
And all they can hear, say, Hagrid's cabin, there was a weird noise. A series of low, throbbing moans.
Yeah.
It was me eating a pear.
Oh, I've seen you eat a pear. And it is both wonderful and terrifying at the same time.
Sickly.
Oh, a lovely juicy pear. They talk, before they go to Hagrid, they're on about Peter Pettigrew's mother. Right. And they say, he got order of Merlin and the mother got his finger in a box. Would you want that?
Not at all.
I can imagine wanting his body back if his body was available. I just want my baby home. I know he's died, but I want his body back. We've got his finger.
In a box? Yeah, you'd want maybe the finger to be placed in a coffin
Yeah.
and
A normal size coffin.
and some of his not a little finger box.
Just a tiny little hole in the
some
ground.
of his fondest possessions in
Yeah.
a ceremony.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah, finger in a box
in a
for
little
the government.
in a little necklace box. Yeah.
Just some bloke from the council coming round. Can you sign for this, please?
Rat finger.
Is that David Williams? No, it's Ratburger. Hey.
Hagrid, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hagrid is moaning his lungs out.
Whoa!
He's received notice
Yeah.
that he gets to keep his job because of the incident with Malfoy.
Yes.
But they're going to put Buckbeak down. Not Griphook.
Not Grip Hug, everybody.
They're not going to put Griphook down. They're going to put Buckbeak down.
Yes.
Mm.
And Hagrid, at one point, he's so in control of it, not in control of himself. At one point, he collapses onto Harry, and Ron and Hermione have to push him back up. If Harry was on his own, he'd be dead. He would literally be dead because Hagrid would crush him to death.
Yeah.
Like, how can you have that? Like, he has
I
no
know.
awareness of how big he is.
It is like, honestly, a massive wardrobe falling on you.
Yeah.
Full of clothes.
You'd just be dead. You'd be screwed. Another
Yeah.
thing that made me laugh, right? He goes, oh, Hagrid picked up a tissue that was the size of a tablecloth. So that's a tablecloth. They're not selling them, are they? They're not selling tissues the size of tablecloths for him. How many giants live in this world? Not many. That's a tablecloth he's got there. Oh, and he was playing snooker with the size of bowling balls. He's playing with bowling balls. They are bowling balls.
If they're that size, they're that weight,
Yeah,
that's a bowling ball.
it's a tablecloth he's using. Who has a gingham handkerchief? And also, I love that it's the school governors that have sentenced Buckbeak to a court hearing. Like, really? Like, the Parents Teachers Association, school governors at the school, they just talk about school stuff. Imagine getting a call, like, they were just like people's dads, weren't they? Mums, or like retirees from the village. Oh, they've all decided that your dog has to be put down. What? What, the people at the school? Yeah. We've had a meeting and, Ginny's dad and Dave's mum, they've decided your dog has to be put down.
And what did my dog do again?
Bit somebody who provoked them.
Yeah, they were slapping it in the face, weren't they?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And they bit itself in self-defence.
Yeah, that's right.
And now he's got to be put down.
Well, the retirees of the village have decided, yes.
The punishment does not fit the crime.
No.
It's inappropriate because,
Yeah.
Malfoy knew the rules
Yes.
and then he was rude to
Yes.
Buckbeak.
Yes.
And it throttled him, whatever the fuck it did.
I think you like pecked him or something.
If Lucius Malfoy I think the rule should be, if you want this hippogriff dead,
Yeah.
you've got to kill it barehanded.
I like that. Like trial by combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get them in a ring.
You've got to do it. You don't have to put that on someone else.
Yeah. Get them in a ring. Dumbledore as referee. First one to pin the other. 1, 2, 3.
Interesting. The hearing that's going to take place for this.
Yeah.
April 20th.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Go on.
Hitler's birthday.
How did you know that?
Some people just know that fact.
Yeah. Is it in your diary? Like with Battle of Bannockburn?
Battle of Boyne.
Battle of the Boyne, yeah. Hitler's birthday.
No, I did history at uni, so...
Yeah.
That didn't come up, but if you go, it just sticks in your head.
If you ever do history at uni, that's always question 1 on the exam. When's Hitler's birthday?
If history exams were a memory test,
Yeah.
memorising all the facts,
Yeah.
I'd have done amazing.
Yeah.
But instead it's like interpreting and
Oh.
justifying and analysing.
It's not your job as a historian to do that. It's your job to remember the facts.
Let me remember.
Oh, question 1, Hitler's birthday. Question 2, Churchill's wedding anniversary. These are the things we want to know. 50 questions like that, you get your bachelor's. That's what I want, anyway.
Right. Look at the side of the room.
Yeah.
You can hear a dirty little noise. Buckbeak is in the shack with Hagrid.
Yeah.
Right, and he's eating, like, there's blood everywhere. He's eating a rabbit or something.
Yeah.
Right, because Hagrid didn't want him to be alone.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the other hippogriffs?
Yeah.
The ones who didn't break a student's arm?
Yeah.
Is the snow alright for them?
Yeah. Freezing the tits off. Looking in the shack through the window. Seeing Buckbeak, the aggressive. But it's always like that in schools. The naughty ones get rewarded, don't they? Hey, he came in at 10 today instead of past. Give him a gold star.
Hey, let's lift him up on the chair. He didn't spit in my face today.
Hey!
Hava, Nakila.
I'd be gutted. Like, they'd be looking at each other going, we're well behaved.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting soup.
Mm-hmm. They're rewarding bad behaviour.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to think, I'm going to peck every bugger I meet. If this is what gets me. Shelter, fire, cuddles.
Yeah. It's funny though, and then Hermione says, well, I'm sure I've read a case of where a hippogriff bit someone and they got off. Sorry, mate. Why the hell were you looking that up?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you preemptively looking up precedents of hippogriffs attacking people when you didn't even know there was a trial?
Yeah. Because I think the idea is she just reads everything she reads, but then where would that come up? In what book would she need to read that about? Mm-hmm. I think, as well, Hermione, read some fiction. Lose yourself in a good story. How many encyclopedias and textbooks is she getting through? She needs to read, like, Wind in the Willows or something.
Ron loses his mind in this bit. He's like, let's make Hagrid a cup of tea. Cup of tea? It's night time.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be up all night crying.
Yeah.
Not being able to sleep, tossing and turning, moaning and groaning.
Yeah.
Wailing and slopping.
Because I'm not being funny, Hagrid will not have decaf. It's going to be a caffeine-fueled evening.
Yeah. So, they talk about this Hagrid about Azkaban.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He
describes the Dementors, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Make you relive the most awful moments in your life.
Yeah.
And then he starts detailing the most awful moments in his life.
Yeah. Yeah, what a trilogy.
He goes, oh, me dad dying. Fair.
Oh.
Getting expelled. Having to let Norbert the dragon go. You've had a good run, haven't you?
Where's his mum? That's what I want to say. I think she's dead too. She's just not made the top 3. It was not quite as sad as Norbert. Where is his mum? That's what I want to know.
I think she's still having a laugh out and about.
Yeah, she's living the dream. Which one's the human one? Because I know he's half giant, isn't he?
His dad's human.
His dad's human. Oh, yeah, I'm sure we've maybe imagined that before.
Yeah. But, like, letting Norbert go is a baby.
Yeah.
Letting Norbert go is the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
He only knew it a day or something.
You're a mug.
He is.
Getting expelled, man. You're 50. Get over it.
Yeah. He must have had worse things happen to him. What about never finding love? Being a miserable old drunk.
Being a miserable old drunk. That's his favourite pastime.
Well, that made me laugh. The bit where he goes, oh, Azkaban was terrible. Oh, it was awful. And now every time I go for a drink, I have to walk past the Dementors and I go through it all again. How bad?
I got a quick fix for that.
Yeah.
Don't go for a drink.
How bad is Hagrid's drinking problem that he would rather incur post-traumatic stress disorder on himself, horrendous flashbacks, than not have a pint? Hagrid, buy in. Buy a pack of 6, sit with Buckbeak and get pissed at home, and then you won't get these horrible nightmares and flashbacks.
No.
Another thing made me laugh. They're on about, and my lessons are rubbish now. And
everyone hates my classes.
And everyone's like, no. And Ron goes, oh, they're great. And he crosses his fingers behind his back.
Yeah. What's that doing?
Never works, that, does it? it made me laugh in, you know the film The Truman Show? Right, there's a bit in The Truman Show. For people who've not seen the film, it's a guy who doesn't know he's in a TV show. Everyone else are actors and he lives his whole life being filmed, and he finds out that he's being filmed, right? There's a bit in it where he figures out that everyone's an actor, and he looks at his wedding photo and he sees his wife telling the vows, but she's got her fingers crossed behind her back, right? As if the actress is going, oh, well, it won't count because I've got my fingers crossed behind my back. Of course it bloody counts. You've just said the vows with it. Well, how is that going to stop it? She must still legally be married if that's the only thing stopping her from doing it. Is her having her fingers crossed behind her back?
I've not seen someone cross their fingers in years.
No.
It's more of a child thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Have my fingers crossed, have my fingers crossed.
Yeah. How quickly? Have we spoken about this before?
Yeah.
Hagrid.
Yeah.
Very quickly given a class to teach at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
When he was revealed as not the one who opened the Chamber of Secrets, right? Is that not disrespectful to the other teachers?
Yeah, 100%. They'll be turning around going, I've done 2 years teacher training.
Is that what it takes? Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to do...
You do a degree, don't you?
You have to do 3 years in your subject as a degree. And I think it's 2... It used to be 1 year, but I think it's now 2 years teacher training. But, so they'll have studied for 5 years to teach their specialised subject. Well, this guy just dicks about with animals. Suddenly he's allowed to teach, is he? 'Cause he's not doing the syllabus, is he? Because he was just doing them flobberworms for 6 weeks.
I know. How are the flubberworms? They're dead!
I'll feed them too much lettuce.
It's up to them to stop eating.
Yeah. Honestly, he should, as well, the confidence of this man not to follow a syllabus. In his first year, he thought, well, I think I'll just guess what to teach them. What have I got? Worms. Teach them about worms. They're not even in the exam. We spent a term on worms.
Why has he made me buy this book that bites me?
Yeah.
If we're not going to use it.
I'm not being funny. Them worms are not going to be in the Monster Book of Monsters, are they?
Just go through the book. The book's going to be interesting enough.
Yeah. Go through the book. Maybe bring some of those creatures in that they've got in the book.
You can do a demonstration, Hagrid, without making the kids get hands-on with them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no other way to teach about hippogriffs unless you force every student to dance with one.
Fly across a lake.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been able to pass my exam without that.
Slapping it on the arse.
Right, guys, we're going to teach you World War One history today. So, get your boots on, get your helmets on. We're going to have a battle. Hey? What the hell?
And remember, April 20th.
Happy birthday, mate.
Christmas morning.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, go on.
Before this line, this chapter was depressing.
Uh-huh.
Harry thinking about his parents dying, getting all sad, thinking about killing Sirius Black. Hagrid worried about his Buckbeak, his pet, potentially being sentenced to death. And then he goes on about Azkaban, the horrible experience. And at one point he says the line, I used to hope I'd just die in my sleep. This is a children's book. This is a children's book.
I used to hope I'd just die in my sleep. Imagine that. 9 years old under your covers at home reading it with a torch smiling. I can relate. I felt like that.
10 more minutes, please, Mum. Wish I'd just die in my sleep.
Well,
I'll turn my lights off now.
off to bed.
Off to bed with me. Nothing but doom and bloody gloom this chapter, I tell you.
Year 3 teacher reading it to a class.
Yeah.
Reading time. We do an hour a week. And Hagrid says, I wish I'd just die in my sleep. That's all we've got time for. We're going to carry this on after the summer holidays.
Hopefully see some of you back then. But you're right. Christmas morning. And Harry does very well out of Mrs. Weasley every year. He must get about 3 or 4 presents just from her.
And they're great.
Yeah.
All homemade gifts. Homemade mince pies. What was it? Some crackling or toffee.
Yeah, Christmas cake, nut brittle.
Nut brittle. Mince pies. Knitted jumper.
Best knitted jumper so far. Gryffindor Lion. I think that's a cool jumper.
Yeah.
Rather than just your initial.
What a skilled knitter.
Yeah.
To be able to knit a lion onto a
Yeah,
jumper.
That takes skill. Really does.
But what a lovely surprise the Firebolt is.
Oh, yeah.
What a shock that would be. Have you
Yeah.
got any memorable Christmas mornings where you couldn't believe the present?
I think I've mentioned about the brick before.
No, a good present, please.
Oh, a good one. What was... I remember the time I got a video camera.
Oh, yeah.
That excited me. I think I'd asked for it, to be fair. But I really wanted to make my own like funny videos. And I got a camera and a tripod.
Oh, excellent.
And then I started my own online comedy gardening series when I was about 13 years old.
I was watching them the other day.
Were you?
Yeah, I went on your YouTube. I was just like looking at you. It's like funny because you can watch you grow up.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? So I've got a high voice in like the early ones.
Well, there's no like, you've posted videos consistently, like at least every year, haven't you?
Yeah.
So it's just watching you become a man.
I've become a man, and now I'm recently just slowly getting a bit fatter, which is not good. Hopefully I'll go back the other way.
I had a memorable Christmas morning.
Oh, yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
How great is that?
amazing. To infinity and beyond.
And it was an amazing one. They don't make the Buzz Lightyears as good anymore, but this was like, movie accurate with all the bits. To be fair, the 3 buttons on his tit.
Yeah.
It didn't matter which one you press. You were
Yeah.
pressing one button essentially.
Yeah.
You just cycled the
That's funny.
noises. But it's funny though because my parents asked me. They were like, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?"
Yeah.
And I went, "Woody."
Yeah.
And they went, "Oh, you sure you don't want Buzz?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "No,
Yeah.
I want Woody." And they were like, "Ooh." Definitely already bought him.
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, Christmas morning, Buzz.
Was it good though?
Yeah, then I got Woody for my birthday. I think.
Hey, happy days. I saw a video recently on the internet where someone had bought a Buzz Lightyear. I think it was a Woody toy, but they'd somehow fiddled with it and made it say rude things.
Oh, yeah.
And they were taking it back to the shop saying, this is wrong. And then they press the button and it'd be like, "There's a snake in my asshole," like that. And then he's like, "I don't remember that in the film." And then the person in the shop's like, "No! Blow my neck." And it's like pressing it again. It's like, "To infinity and your mama's house." And she's like, whoa. You better get your refund. Made me laugh. So he's got the Firebolt. He's excited. Oh, I've got the Firebolt, but who's it from?
Who's it from?
They're guessing.
Who's it from? Is it Dumbledore? No. That'll be weird. Is it from McGonagall? No. Is it Lupin?
They go on about, Dumbledore couldn't buy something like that for a student. McGonagall can. She did it 2 years ago. Bought the best broom around at the time. Couldn't have been cheap, the Nimbus 2000.
They're really laying in thick about how much more expensive the Firebolt is to the Nimbus 2000.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
That it's like so gobsmacking.
Yeah.
Nimbus, fine.
Yeah.
But like, because the Nimbus used to be top of the range, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing. But what advancements in technology have been made that now this Firebolt is so expensive?
Yeah.
Because they say, it's worth all the Slytherin's team's brooms put together.
What?
And they've all got
2001s.
2001s, right? So, and they're already expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm beginning to think, whoever bought this,
Yeah.
is a pervert. Because it's a bit too
Yeah,
much. It's
it
too
is,
much
isn't
as a
it?
gift. It's absolutely too much.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate. You replace the Nimbus 2000 because it's like, I don't know, buying someone a MacBook Pro or something.
Yeah,
More
it's-
expensive than that.
It's mad, isn't it? It's like...
It's like someone's bought Harry a little flat.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Or like, it's my 17th birthday, I've got a Porsche. Don't know who from. Oh, that's really concerning. I agree that it should be confiscated and checked. Because who knows what that's all about. It's something that actually we look out for in safeguarding.
Tell me more.
If people turn up with unexplained gifts, it could be a sign of like grooming and stuff like that. So you got to look out for it.
That's why I never buy anyone a gift.
Yeah, you don't want to be accused of being. We're resisting, listeners. We're resisting saying it. A generous man.
It's funny, I said that word, listeners, the new forbidden word, on the stage the other day, and I was like, this will get a great big laugh. About 60 odd people in the room.
Yeah.
I said it, fell on deaf ears. I was like, oh, maybe I'll say that again.
Amazing. And they're on about looping, and then
this brought me out this.
About him being ill.
No, so they go. Maybe Lupin bought it, and then Harry scoffs. He goes, "Ha! If he had this much gold, he'd be able to afford some new robes." Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
So you're saying he's poor because he's scruffy?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Harry. If I had as much money as you think I'd be able to afford some manners?
Yeah, exactly.
Lupin's been nothing but nice to you, and then you're coming at him saying that.
That's what he needs. Lessons in grace and decorum, because he has something of a reversing dump truck. Can't remember it. But they're on about him being ill. And, Harry goes, oh, I thought he was ill. And Ron goes, he can't have been ill because I was in the hospital wing cleaning all the bedpans. Not every illness requires a hospital admission. He could have had flu. You don't need to go into hospital for flu. You just rest it off. Take some Lemsip or whatever. But also...
Madam Pomfrey, any bedpans from Lupin?
And also, the staff shouldn't be with the students.
I know,
do you know what I mean?
Inappropriate.
You do not want to be lying in hospital with a broken arm and look over to your right to see your geography teacher in stirrups. You don't want that, do you? They should be separated anyway.
Geography teacher in stirrups.
You know what I mean?
Excuse me, can we not do this exam in a private room?
No, this is Hogwarts. We're all in it together. Now, Ron, come here and wipe his bum.
Now, one of the most heartbreaking things in this chapter, as you said, is a very sad chapter.
Yes.
They did not wait for Hermione to open any presents.
That is sad, isn't it?
Ron just goes, "In Christmas!" Throws a pillow at Harry and
Yeah.
they start ripping open presents.
Yeah.
20 minutes later, Hermione comes in.
Yeah.
Oh, she opens presents alone then, or like she's not getting involved in it. Oh, Hermione, come off it.
Yeah.
You guys are cunts.
Because there's only 12 of them in all of Hogwarts. And I think she's the only other Gryffindor there.
Yeah.
So she's there, God love her, opening bloody presents off her mum and dad on her own. That is sad. Don't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry and Ron and me and you. And Hermione is Lewis Shaw.
Oh.
On her own at Christmas.
Oh my god.
You hate to see it.
We hate to see it. Now they go down to the Great Hall, and instead of there's a smaller table.
Yeah.
Because all 12 of them are going to sit round the same table.
Yeah.
I love that.
Nice. It's lovely. Christmas spirit.
I've been in them situations myself where, there's less students in. Like, say everyone goes on the school trip.
Yeah.
And you don't go, and it's just you and some other kid and a teacher.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't have to do any work, and it's just nice.
Yeah. It's fun mixing with different years that you wouldn't normally mix with. I remember at my primary school.
And then you wish that the rest of the school never come back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please, drive off a cliff, coachman.
Please. I remember being part of the breakfast club in primary school.
Oh, yeah.
And there weren't that many people who went to that, maybe 20, 30 kids. And you'd hang around with kids you never would normally hang around with. It'd be like you, a few other nerds, and then the kids of the dinner ladies who come in to do the breakfast.
But then,
yeah.
when things go back to normal, you pretended like you didn't know them.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I went on a French trip. And
hey, it's been a while, folks.
And I was like mixing with kids from other year groups, and
Yeah.
other bands, that you wouldn't normally be in the same classes with.
Yeah.
And then we got back. I just had a week of holidays, laughing, joking, pretending like I didn't know them.
Oh, you're naughty, aren't you?
No, not naughty. It's just unusual.
Yeah. Very weird. Very weird. I have a lot of umbrage with McGonagall in this chapter. I should use that word in 2 books' time. She is so unprofessional in front of the students with Trelawney. Because, look, you might not believe in divination. You might think it's a load of rubbish, but actually it's a subject that's taught at a school you teach at. It's like saying, I don't know, if there's a religion teacher, oh, that's a load of rubbish, isn't it, religion?
Yeah.
Have some respect.
Or like, she's not doing the same thing to Hagrid and his flobberworms.
No.
Like,
No.
just Professor Trelawney. Do you know what it is?
Go on.
Internalised misogyny.
I think so too.
She hates the other female teacher in the room.
Yeah, do you think so?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, how many there are quite a few female teachers, aren't there? There's
She goes, she's so rude to her. She goes, oh, sit down, the turkey's getting stone cold. Then use magic to keep it warm.
Yeah. Incendio.
Yeah, incendio.
Yeah.
Set it on fire.
Yeah. Warm up the turkey. Do you not have a microwave in Hogwarts? They annoy me. McGonagall annoys me. She's so rude constantly. There's about 4 or 5 nasty remarks she makes towards Trelawney. She didn't need to. It's Christmas Day. And Dumbledore's a bit fed up with her. They discuss Lupin's health in front of everybody, which also feels unprofessional.
Yeah, in front of the students. Shouldn't be giving them an insight into any of that.
Oh, Snape, have you made him his medicine? Yeah, I've made him his medicine. How is he? Still in bed, No underpants, he's just in bed. I bathed him the other day, I had to bathe him.
Bedpan brimming.
Yeah. We need you back, Ron, we need you back.
Now, this Christmas dinner, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is, and you're not going to like this,
Oh.
rubbish.
Oh, I don't like that.
I think it's just so
Yeah.
brown. It's so,
Yeah.
this, like, mush. It's nothing. You can suck it all away. It might as well be blended.
Maybe some people like brown. Maybe some people like mush. Maybe some people like sucking it all the way. People like me. I love a roast dinner. I like the fact that it's a souped up roast dinner, innit? Christmas dinner. It's roast dinner, but bloody hell, you've got a sausage wrapped in bacon. Bloody hell, you've got sprouts.
I don't think sausage wrapped in bacon is traditional.
It's in my house.
How long have you been doing it for, though?
Since Jesus got in that bloody manger.
I feel like pigs in blankets
Yeah.
only appeared since, I don't know, Americans started like showing them on telly.
Yeah, maybe mid-noughties came into
And then
play.
people started, oh, I'll do them as well.
I tell you what my family's tradition is. I never partake in this. For a starter, they have prawn salad.
Oh, that's prawn cocktail.
Prawn cocktail, that's it.
Yeah, that's standard at Christmas.
Is it?
I've never had it because
No.
my dad's a picky eater, but I would love it.
And for dessert, more dinner.
Yeah. That's the thing, it says here, they ate for 2 hours. What? I can finish a meal
Yeah.
in 15 minutes.
That's it, innit? Yeah.
Max.
Yeah. 2 hours, what are you... How are they eating all this stuff?
Bloody hell, Caligula.
Yeah.
Gorging on food. Vomiting on the floor so they can fit more in.
Yeah.
Purging.
My mate did that at a all-you-can-eat buffet. Did I tell you? Yeah, all he could eat, he was sick, and then he came back and carried on.
God.
Oh, what a man!
What a man, what a man. What a man, what a mighty good man.
And another thing McGonagall says...
Tell me more.
Trelawney's going on about, 13 dining together is very unlucky. The first to rise will be the first to die. What? And McGonagall makes a joke. Don't worry about them two, because Ron and Harry get up first. If, let's just hope there isn't an axe murderer waiting for them behind the things.
There is.
A few weeks ago.
Sirius Black was in the castle.
Yeah. He could be there. What better time to come and kill Harry Potter when there's only 4 teachers in? and 8 other students. Perfect time for Sirius Black to magic his way in and murder him. All he's got to do is get past Ron. There could be an axe murderer or equivalents.
Yeah.
Sirius Black's murderer.
Hermione, are you coming back with us? No, I'm going to have a chat with Professor McGonagall. Hermione follows them shortly to the common room with Professor McGonagall, who wants to take the broom away.
Yeah.
But what really annoyed me is she goes, and there was no note. No, there was no fucking note. That's why we don't know who it's from.
Yeah.
That's why we're in this situation. How many times are going to be asked that? It's insulting to your intelligence when people keep asking the same question over and over again.
Yeah. It is annoying.
Oh, I've lost my car keys. Are they in your pocket? I don't know, my fucking pocket.
Yeah, I'd have looked in my pocket. But then you have this mindset, and then one of these days it bloody will be. And you feel like a fool. I've been there. I put my keys in a bin bag once.
I know. Remember the tale? I've never been wrong or lost anything in my life of my own.
I believe you. I believe him, everyone. I want to ask you, was Hermione right to tell McGonagall about the Firebolt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I think so. And also, if you actually think about the future, imagine they'd not said anything and suddenly Harry's walking to the Quidditch match with a Firebolt. McGonagall will be like, where'd you get that from? Dunno. Who's it from? Well, I'm taking that off you before you go up in the sky. Here's a clean sweep.
Yeah.
So actually, now is the perfect time for her to confiscate it so they can test it in time for the match.
Yeah.
But he's just daft, isn't he? He doesn't see the wood for the trees.
But it is awful having your Christmas present taken away.
Yeah.
When I was like 13 or 14 or something, I
Yeah.
got a GameCube for
Oh, yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Unwrapped it, plug it in, brand new,
Yeah.
didn't work.
Oh, my God.
Won't work.
Yeah.
No present on Christmas for me.
So what did you do?
Had to be taken back to the shop a couple of days later.
That is a joke.
It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me, that.
Yeah. What?
That's what the Dementors would remind me of.
Oh, yeah. That broken GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be bad, wouldn't it? Let's hope you don't commit any wizarding crimes. He's got his fingers crossed. But I think, because McGonagall says it'll take a few weeks to check out this broom. That seems like a long time to me for them to check on it. Weeks. Surely a couple of hours of having a look you'd be able to tell if you're the Professor of Charms and the Madame of Brooms, whatever you'd call her.
Yeah. I'm the Madame of Bruce.
I don't know what you'd call her. Flying professor, flying teacher. You think she'd know, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I think it'd be funny if next chapter Harry just catches Flitwick flying around Hogsmeade on it. Woohoo!
Right. How many Professor Flitwicks flying around Hogsmeade on a broom out of 5 are you giving this chapter?
Oh, it was sad.
I know.
It made me sad, and there was no reprieve. There was no... Like, Fred and George setting off some dung bombs was the only slightly not depressing bit of this chapter. I didn't like... I think McGonagall was supposed to be the comic relief, but she just came across as rude and mean. I don't like it. I'm going to give this 1 Professor Flitwick flying round Hogsmeade out of 5.
What a shock.
Me no like it.
Now, for me, this chapter had a lot of detail, right?
Mm.
Out and about, you know? They had the broom, exciting, you know? The visual, the idea of getting all the mince pies. Visiting Hagrid, fun, yeah? Hagrid crying, he's got a beast in his cabin with him.
Yeah.
Funny. Christmas dinner, table of 12.
Yeah.
Perfect. Memories flooding back. Everyone's had a bad attitude. Snape's in a mood. Really made me smile. I gotta say though, this chapter was like, 24 pages or something?
Yeah.
I cried on every page.
Oh.
Couldn't stop crying.
Yeah.
Real sad, just like you said.
Yeah.
For that reason, I'm going to give this chapter 2 Flitwicks out of 5. Flying round Hogsmeade on a broom.
My goodness, that might be one of the lowest combined scores we've ever given. Of 3.
Oh. Now, are you ready for this week's enticing segment, Quiz?
Quiz, quizzy key, quiz, quizzy key, quiz, 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 quiz. Gonna ask you some questions, how well will you do? Quiz, quizzy key, quiz, quizzy key, quiz, 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 quiz. Gonna ask you about Harry Potter, Lukas, how well will you do? I'll blow you a kiss.
Right. Question 1.
Yes.
What did Hagrid's cabin look like?
Oh, I don't know.
How it was described in the snow.
I do know this. Come back to me on that one.
Okay, question 2. When will the hearing take place?
Hitler's birthday, April 20th. I'll never forget that now.
Okay, question 4.
Yeah.
What year did a manticore savage someone?
I think it was 1722.
No.
Oh.
1296.
Oh, bugger.
Right. What came out of the cracker that Dumbledore pulled?
Oh, a hat with a vulture on it.
Mm-hmm. What was on the sweater knitted for Harry?
Gryffindor lion.
Correct. Question 1. What
What
did Hagrid's cabin look like?
Oh, I don't know. Christmas pudding.
Oh, so close. An iced cake.
Oh, close. 3 out of 5.
Do you know what you could have won then?
Oh, what?
The prize was for me to not heckle you today.
Quiz, quizzy, quiz, quizzy, quiz, 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 quiz.
Gonna ask you some questions, how well will you do?
Quiz, quizzy, quiz, quizzy, quiz, 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 quiz.
Gonna ask you about Harry Potter, Lukas, how well will you do?
I'll blow you a kiss.
Lovely.
Pottervision.
The time has arrived for everybody's favourite segment, bar the majority, Hedwig's Droppings. We're not alluding to owl poo, we're not alluding to ploppings. We mean the messages you send in when we allude to Hedwig's Droppings. Now, what's in a beak this week? Let me tell you, Hedwig is gagging. Her mouth is full of messages and she can barely contain them all.
Oh, Hedwig.
Oh, we've had a lovely few reviews. We've had one from Batesy MCFC, so a Man City fan by the sounds of it. Funniest podcast I've ever listened to by far. The impressions of Hagrid, Vernon et al. Have me creasing out loud on my walks. Keep up the sterling work, lads.
Keep up the walks, Batesy.
Yeah, keep that going. Very good. We've had another lovely review from Molly Doug. And this person says, regularly crying with laughter at this podcast. Tom and Lukas talk about their mould problems and French trips while simultaneously ripping the HP books a new one. Those plot holes need to be filled and they're ready with a cement mixer full of sarcasm. Also, the nostalgia for those 2010-ish school days sends me back to being 14 again. Thank you, Potter boys. Thank you very much, Molly Doug. And we've had another review from Sarah Delaire, who says that she bought an iPhone just to leave this review. Well, you're the second person. We've had Simon Heath, who bought an iPad, and now you've bought an iPhone. Thank you very much. The Pottervision boys are so funny that I catch myself laughing out loud listening to this podcast so often that I can no longer listen in public. Thank you, boys. Well, we hope you enjoy listening to it privately. Now, we've also had 2 friends from the States who've been listening. One of them, I'll read the first message. It's from Shelley Roosh or Roush on Instagram. And they say, I'm so glad I found this podcast. Your live show in Edinburgh was so funny when my husband and I caught it in 2017.
She's married.
She's married, everybody. I just told my best friend about this pod too, and she loves it. Thanks for the laughs. We've only heard from the friend as well, Marge. She says, OMG, my BFF Shelley saw you at the Fringe in Edinburgh a few years ago.
OMG. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
BFF. Best friends forever.
She says, I'm 3 episodes in and my face hurts from the constant cackling.
Oh.
How dare you, she says. I love the joint group passion and calling out of the ridiculousness that is Harry Potter. Thank you for your work. What a load of good messages, lovely vibes. And we've had another Patreon this week, so thank you for our brand new Baby Draco top tier patron, Frankie, for joining us in supporting us.
Kiss the newborn Baby Draco on their crown.
Lovely. And yeah, please do support us on Patreon. It really helps us to, keep the show going.
It's the only way to get a kiss on the crown.
It's the only way, ladies and gentlemen. Edwig's Droppings.
Pottervision.
This has been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We're going on bloody tour, we are. We've got 13 dates currently booked in. We're about to book a 14th in Wales, we hope. We'll let you know about that shortly. So all the dates are on pottervision.com. We'll be going all around the UK. Looking forward to it. Also, you can get in touch with us. Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Just search for Pottervision. You'll find us. Leave us a review, all that kind of stuff on iTunes. And also, if you want bonus content, there are 12 episodes of Pottervision, Double Vision, our bonus episodes where we explore the other books, the films, all that kind of stuff. There's a live video of our 2019 show. There's all sorts. And you'll be supporting us, which is fantastic. Next week, it is episode 47. We'll be on chapter 12 of book 3, The Patronus. You have been a Scottish Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been a Welsh Lukas Kirkby.
Goodbye.
Pottervision.
Thank you for listening to the Pottervision podcast. The music was performed by Jack Evans. You can contact us through our website, pottervision.com. And if you'd like bonus content and to support the show, you can visit patreon.com/Pottervision.